Check it out. This is the Burton Change while I'm rocking my Mormon shirt here. So, as I said, this is the Burton Change. Check it out. Spectators are just going to touch a card. They touch on here. They can have a free choice. It honestly is a free choice. You ask them, you got any idea what card you selected? They say no. Say, check it out. You selected the 4 of clubs. That's a fairly good card right there. The 4 of clubs. Anyway, so your 4 of clubs is just going to go right back into the center there. Now, it's important that we know that it's not on the bottom. It's also important that we know that it's not on the top there, but that it really is lost somewhere in the center of the pack. I'm just going to give the cards a little fan like this. Now, even though that's not your card, let's try something here with this fan. We'll just give this fan a little wave like this. And now watch as it changes that 3 into your card, the 4 of clubs. There it is. And that's 110% impromptu and can be done with a spectator's deck. That's the Burton Change. Thank you very much. So first, a little background information on the Burton Change. The Burton Change is something that I created. It's based on Lance Burton's move that he does in his card manipulation act. Which, by the way, is great. If you've not seen it, go to YouTube and watch it. Also, I wanted to create something that looked very, very visual, was very, very simple, and could be done with a borrowed deck. So this is it. And as I said, it's based on a move that Lance Burton does in his manipulation act. So out of respect for him, I call it the Burton Change. There will be a few things you will need to learn, which I will also teach you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Burton Change. So the first thing that you will need to learn is to have a spectator select a card, just like this, and then be able to show the card and have that be natural. What are we really doing here? It's very, very simple. You're going to spread through the cards, just like this, and have the spectator touch a card. Emphasize the word touch, not take, touch. They touch a card. You're going to out-jog that card and go, you could have had a free choice, but you chose this card as you remove it from the pack. You're then going to push off the top card off the deck and bring it back, getting a pinky break under that card, and say, so do you have any idea what this card is? They say no. Place it on top. You're going to turn both of those cards over as one. This is known as a double lift. So you've really turned 2 cards over as one. So real quick, once again, you're just going to have the spectator touch a card. Say, you got any idea what this card is? They say no. Turn them both over and show. Then you're going to turn them both back over again. There are a few things you can do. One, so blah, 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 you turned it over. Again, you can add just a little bit more pressure, and that will push both of the cards over, bring them back, and get your break, just like you did before. If you're like me, you may find that difficult. What I prefer doing is this. I've already got my break. I turn the card over, and I just make sure that I keep my break. Like that. I just keep my break. If for some reason I lose my break, I'll do the one thing magicians all over the world hate for you to do. I'll riffle so that I can get my break. The reason I do this is because normal people do this. Now, add some of this and some of this, and bam, I've already got my break. So I don't think it looks unnatural. But anyways, so then you're going to turn both of those cards back over. You're going to take the top card, which they think is their card. It's really not. And you're going to place it into the center. You can place it in or they can push it in all the way. It does not matter. You're then going to say it's not on the bottom and it's not on the top. And you're going to turn the card, do another double, turn the cards over again. So this is your situation. You just did your double. Their selected cards under it. That's the first step. Now let's move on to the next step. So once they've got their card selected, you've placed it into the center of the pack supposedly, and you've done your other double lift. You're now left with this wrong card and then their right card on top of the pack. So blah blah blah. It's not on bottom and it's not on the top. You then need to learn how to do a swing cut. You hold the right side of the deck in this type of grip like this. Your middle and index finger at the far left end, and your thumb at the back here. Your index finger here is going to make contact with the top half, and it's going to just swing over. Then the top half will go into the crotch of the hand, of your left hand here, as you bring it over. Hence the name, the swing cut. You're swinging that into the hand. Once again, you're going to hold it at the far left with, well, you're holding it with the right hand at the on the far left side of the deck with your middle and ring finger and your thumb. Your index finger of the right hand is going to swing. It will make contact with the top half and swing that half over. Just like that. Into the crotch of the left hand. Now we'll move on to the next step. The next step is to learn how to do a one-handed fan. It looks like this. What you've done is you've done your swing cut. Now you're holding the deck just like this with your middle and ring finger of the right hand and your thumb just like this on the edges of the card. Then, alright, so now your index finger and your pinky finger are going to grab the side edges like this. And your middle and ring finger are going to pull in the lower half, and your thumb is going to kind of push so that it's repositioned like this. From here, all you're going to do is do this. Just like that. That type of motion. This type of motion will get you a fan. The more you practice, the better this will be. And of course, that was just absolutely horrible. There we go, it's a little bit better. Eventually, what you will want to do is to be able to do it in this really quick motion. Boom, boom. Learn how to grip it with just the pressure from the thumb and index finger so that these three fingers are free. Because in a moment you will need these. So, once you've learned how to make your fan, you're then going to do another push-off double right here, or a push-off to get your break. A good time to do that so that it's misdirected is while you're doing your fan. So now I got my break. What will happen here is I have this right here facing my audience in the fan like this. So I'm going to do this exposed for you guys. Under the misdirection, or under the direction of waving the fan, the card is going to change. What's really happening is the fan's coming up, and your fingers are going to go under that card as it grabs it under that waving motion. So it's changed into their card. This is what you've got. So in a full speed, it would look kind of like this. Or it would look like this. Here, here, and there. Once again, sorry I'm having difficulties with my cards here. Make your fan. Your fingers go under that break there and grab that card. Now, it's important when you're displaying the card like this to have the fan like this, not like this, because that may flash. So, it's here, here, here. Remember, don't flash it. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to thumb off their card and place it just like that. So now it's a beautiful display. Their card's what sticks out. They're looking at their card. You have all the time in the world to close your fan. What's going to happen is you're going to place that card. All right, this half will be held like this with your fingers extended there. The card's going to come here just like that, and it's going to turn over in the motion of you closing the fan. So that's what it's going to be like. So it's like this. Here, boom, steal, place, close. Again, we'll show you the full motion of it, just as it should be. Here, boom, right there, changed, place it back, close up, and there you have it. Hey guys, I wanted to thank you all very much for watching the Burton Change. It's been a lot of fun creating. Again, as I said, it's out of complete respect for Lance Burton. He's one of my favorite magicians. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to contact me. My YouTube channel is The Amazing Michael 1 is my username. I'm on Skype, Michael E. Pilkey, all lowercase, no spaces. My email is mepilkey@gmail.com. Feel free to email me. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future.